Hey, what's up, everybody? We're live. We're uh, we're in the Nerdery tonight, and I have AJ and Brandon. What's up, guys?
Hey,
Hey,
I'm. This is so impromptu, so last minute. Nothing's prepared. Total, as Salacious would say, total rock and roll. But uh, this is the setup I have right now. I call it the Nerdery, and tonight is the last night of this setup. So, this all came from being stuck at home for years and having a lot of time and wanting a hobby. So I love and appreciate what I have. So tonight we're just going to honor the gods for a minute and be grateful for it. And then I thought we could talk about plans I'll show you guys the current setup, and then we'll talk about plans for the future and stuff. But again, man, this display has been just a lot of fun to curate and put together. And when we were stuck at home and stressed, or not having a lot of options, this brought a lot of relief and joy. So I thought that would be. I wanted to note that. What about you guys? Did you guys curate more during the lockout than you did previously?
go ahead, Brandon.
okay. This is all since this past August. So this is all. I was living in an apartment, and then I decided to move home. So I'm in my childhood bedroom, and I've got this space now. And it was just this bookshelf of Star Wars stuff that started out with just these two shelves. But I definitely have. This is all because of the lockdown. I started my YouTube channel shortly before everything shut down. I started last January, and then recently I got my first DTOF. So yeah,
It's a slippery slope, man. 2 turns into 6. What about you, AJ?
Well, no, for me, I wouldn't say I bought anything more than I had, been buying pre-lockdown. Because I've been a collector for 25 years or something, so it's kind of more. I just kept on collecting, I guess.
Yeah.
I did add the shelves behind me. I kind of had just some other shelves like along the wall there, and stuff just displayed randomly throughout the house and up here on my 3rd floor bonus room. But yeah, I guess that's what I worked on.
Yeah, dude. That's a heck of a project. I love the lights and everything. I love how it's staged. It's so cool. If you got, I'm going to say hi to people who came in real quick. Hey, Gary, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you coming. Off-World Adam, what's up, dude? Steve-O, that's right, buddy. Hey, man, you got the link. Hop on, Steve-O, if you're free, man. Off-World Adam, again, thank you. Jedi Trek, hello there. This is awesome, man. I'm so grateful all these people came in. Paul's Collectibles.
Yeah, it's definitely cool.
What's up, buddy? Just got to hang out with Paul for the first time a couple weeks ago. And then Vern. Vern, with the power outage right now, poor guy. Hope it comes back on soon, bud.
That sucks.
I got a lot of empathy for that. So, all right, guys. So the agenda is this: we're gonna thank the toy gods. I am gonna make an offering to the toy gods. I'm gonna open up Electra as a thank you, as a good offering. And as Brandon and I were just talking about, that I did make a huge offering earlier this week, but it totally paid off. So I'm not asking for anything. This is a gratitude for, right. and then may bequeath all of you good bounties this week. And then I'll give you guys a tour of the Nerdery as it stands now, and then I'll show you guys my plans for the future, and then we can discuss. Man, I want your guys' ideas, and same with everyone in chat. Man, I love crowdsourcing this stuff. So
I was going to ask, would you like me to make an offering too?
Yeah, dude, you want it?
I am thankful for everything that I found, so I'm going to open my first GI Joe.
Oh, nice. No way.
Yeah.
Nice. Dude, that's awesome.
Roadblock. Yep.
Hey, I can do an offering as well.
Yo, Wanda, I love it. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna these are, by the way, these are the Tony Stark sunglasses. So I use these, when I'm doing an offering. But anyways, just to be silly for a minute, dude, Toy Gods, thank you for this room. Thank you for most importantly, all the friends that I've met over the last year, collecting and doing this channel and Twitter. That's really been the best part of what's come out of it. Is I'm not just hoarding this in my closet. I now have a community of people that I could just ping and be like, you guys want to hop on and be silly for a minute and then talk toys and we're hanging out. So I'm so grateful for all this, and I'm extra excited for what's coming now and the next version of it. So, Toy Gods, thank you for your merciful bounty this week, and I will give you this offering as gratitude.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's enough of that buffoonery. All right, so let's do an offering. I love this. And actually, this is good because those of you who watch Three Men and a Monkey Lizard, normally we do a live unboxing, and then this week we did not get to it. So this is actually probably good that we're doing this. So I don't know about you guys, but for even though I'm opening, I still like to keep the box nice and as minty as possible, right? So for Legends, do you guys do the same? I just cut along this little ledge here and then pop it open that way just to keep the box. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's important.
Even though I end up getting rid of the box, I still try to treat it nicely.
Yep. I keep them because you never know. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, I definitely like to put them back in the box when I rotate them out.
Yep, exactly. And the other thing I've been doing is I've been leaving any accessories I don't take out or use. I leave them in there. And then that way they're always in the right place. Because how many accessories do we have that are almost exactly the same? And I originally started storing them. Yeah, dude, I have them in storage. And then I'm like, I thought over time it would be hard to know who's who. Oh, that's cool. If you guys can see that, that's like the Daredevil city background.
I do have bags like this also, full of heads and pieces.
Yeah.
So.
When I do the room tour, I'll show you guys how I have all mine. I've got like a storage box one. Oh, she's rubber banded. Have you guys ever seen that?
Oh yeah. Usually Legends don't have that though.
Yeah.
No, look, I don't know if you could see, but that is totally rubber banded in the back.
Huh.
Dude.
I'm trying to think. There are a couple figures that I have opened recently that have had the rubber bands, and I'm trying to think which ones they are. The NECA alien up there was one of them, but I'm trying to think.
Oh man, dude, she is really cool. Holy cow. Oh, dude. So part of what is so cool about this figure was that I was traveling for work in the Philadelphia area this week, and then I was up in Allentown, and I found just like a really cool vintage toy store, and she was there. So and I've wanted this figure for a long time. I'm a big fan of Elektra, but look at that face sculpt, guys.
Yeah, man.
That's so cool. And then the way her hair is in the back, it looks awesome, man. Just her dress hangs off her well. Really, really cool figure. I
got her maybe a month ago or something. She popped up on Amazon for I think it was like $22.99 maybe. So I grabbed it. I hadn't opened her yet though, but that is a really cool figure.
Dude, it's really cool. I'm gonna put the size in her hands.
Nice.
And because I have the other Elektra, the MCU one, which is also a really, really good figure. Like her face sculpt, right? Yeah, she's got like that half, yeah. But it's an impressive face sculpt, like even in the eyes and stuff. But oh, dude, that's even better, man. Look at those with the size.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy. That's a great comic book figure. All right, what are you guys opening?
I got my first G.I. Joe Roadblock. Well, actually, this is the most recent one that came, but this is going to be the first one I open. And
I should have big screened it last time. Sorry, guys.
No, it's all good. I do want to thank the Toy Gods because I did go on a 10-hour road trip to find all of the Clone Wars figures. And the only one that I saw on the actual sale floor is Anakin, and there were only 2 of them. The rest I had to ask
Nice.
for the back, but I got those all in one day, which made me really happy.
That's awesome, man.
They're great. And then the first stop I made on the whole trip was a 2-hour Target, and there were 5 of these major bloods hanging on the pegs. And I know people have had a hard time. So I figured I'd put out good karma and good juju, and I picked up a couple extra and sent one to Papa Gord and then another one to G-Force Racing. So this is my first G.I. Joe that I'm going to open. I've got a couple other ones now, but
yeah, I think I sent out 4 of the major bloods. Yeah, I ran into it like a whole box of them one morning, so I was able to go there and to another store and get enough to ship out.
Yeah, and it's completely random because I found something for Sleeping Collectibles, a wrestling figure that he wasn't able to find, and I was in northern Minnesota on the Iron Range in a town of 6,000 people, and there were all these figures that people have had a hard time finding. I was like, well, it's because there's probably no collectors around here.
What's up, Josh?
Hey, Josh.
Hey.
How are we doing this evening?
Good, man. Having a little fun. We were each making an offering to the toy gods. So mine was the comic book version of Elektra.
Ah, very nice.
And then this is one of the 2 figures I found at that vintage toy store in Allentown this week.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna go there.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's worth it. There's so much neat stuff in there. Oh man, he's cool.
So we got Roadblock. And I thought it was going to be a slap in the face if I didn't pick up some of these figures that people have had a hard time getting, because they were just sitting there, and I was like, I can't just leave them. Don't want to.
You were duly obligated by the toy gods to bring them home.
Exactly.
It was a rescue mission.
Dude, he's 100% right. If you did, you would have dishonored the toy gods.
I wouldn't have found any of those clone troopers. Yep.
Exactly.
The Clone Wars figures.
Exactly. That's why I felt like I when I found that collectible store, I felt like I couldn't leave it empty-handed. You know what I mean? Like, and if there really wasn't anything, I wouldn't have done it. But like, I had to honor the toy gods, and I like supporting a small business.
Yeah, absolutely. These are cool. There's a little pocket for his knife, and I'm trying to see what else. I have no idea what this is.
By the way, I want to say we've got like 13, 14 people watching, and thank you guys for just hanging out impromptu here to, have a good send off for the Nerdery. You guys are awesome.
So have you got it planned out how you're going to set everything up, dude?
I've got some ideas, yeah. So we're gonna walk through in just a second. Once so everyone's gonna unbox, and then I was gonna give like just a tour of the current setup, and then I was gonna show you guys what my plans are for 2.0.
Nice.
All right.
If I've got anything I can unbox.
Ooh, yeah, dude. Honor the toy gods. All right, AJ.
All right, so I'm gonna do the WandaVision.
Nice.
Scarlet Witch.
Very cool.
Yeah, I kind of lucked out on her. She came up on Walmart on Wednesday, 2-day shipping, and yeah, got her on Friday. And I had her pre-ordered already from Pulse, but I don't think that's shipping until like September or something ridiculous. So,
yep.
I finally got my Heroes of Endor this week.
Nice. No way, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, real quick, I just want to say thank you to John Joker. That is so cool of you. Like I don't even know what to say, man. That is so cool. I just hit 1,000 subs, and that is you just popped my super chat cherry, man. You're my very first. So You always remember your first, dude. But I can't even believe that, man. That's just so kind of you, and I promise it will go to good use to making getting things to have content to share, man. That's so cool, you dude. I don't even know what to say, man. Thank you. Very kind,
Yeah,
man.
super cool.
I'm just happy you guys are here hanging out, man. That's a gift in and of itself. So thank you guys.
Preach, brother. Love it. Oh, one is
Oh,
awesome.
dude, she's so cool.
There we go.
Yes.
And she does come with some kind of
The translucent
glowing hands.
Jazz
Oh,
hands. Yep.
which is
But
pretty cool.
they're glowing.
And then
That's cool.
The little, whatever you call this stuff.
The effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
There's
Pretty
the
cool.
hex
I mean,
effects, right?
Nice head sculpt.
Yeah, she's great.
Good hair.
Looks like they actually got a little bit of a wash going on there. Surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. You can see the darker color in there.
Yeah. Very nicely
Yeah, pretty
done.
cool.
mine are all en route. Dude, that wave and the villains wave all shipped at the exact same time. So I'm gonna have them all like next week.
Yeah. What happened with that? Like, I thought the villains wave would have been out like way before this wave.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. And then
Yeah, dude.
there's another wave. I saw somebody found it in Florida yesterday.
Yeah, people are already finding them. But I mean, the whole wave is pretty much shipping. It's weird. I got Captain America today, which was really cool. I still think that figure should have had wings in it, and the build of figure should have been Agatha. But that's
for sure.
yeah. But he's really cool. I'm really excited about him. But then all the other ships, so I'll have like everything's gonna arrive at once next week. So hopefully they arrive while I'm in the office and Mrs. Dude is at work. There's gonna be a lot of packages all at once.
Dude, do you mind? I don't want to. If you're not cool answering this now, don't answer it. But because you travel a lot, it got me wondering what do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm in a sales management leadership position for a medical device company. So I travel around and I work with sales reps and I sit in on surgeries and we do presentations and meetings like that. So so it's a pretty cool job because I get to see, like this week I got to see just an amazing brain surgery in one of the hospitals in Philly. And lady had it was a occipital tumor. So they had to pull down where the eyebrow is. And they use three things. They use like a microscope, navigation, and then like a 4K 3D like augmented reality. So when the doctor is looking at the face and doing the tumor, they can overlay the augmented reality and see like all the brain structures. So you can see the tumor, the MCA, which is an artery that was like running right behind it. And then he used like all the augmented reality to basically drill down and then get down to the brain and then pull out the tumor. So it's an amazing case. Yeah. Wow. And it was a low grade meningioma. So the patient's going to, recover well. And, but it was amazing to see this doctor work and just, and he was so serious the whole case. And then as soon as it ended, he just started dropping F-bombs, like really funny and casually and stuff. But like he was quite like you could hear a pin drop in the room. It was like 3 hours and it was just like barely whispering. And that, some doctors are really talkative and some are like that. And it's all personality driven, right? But I couldn't believe he just started swearing as soon as the tumor came out. And so, but so sorry, it might've been long winded, but that's what I do. I get to travel around and see surgeries and work with our sales reps and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm very very fortunate. So thanks for that. All right. Josh, did you find anything?
I've been opening stuff up all day, so I don't have anything left to open currently, unfortunately. Unless you guys want me to kill one of the Phantom Menace special carded battle droids.
That's up to you. What's your favorite thing you opened today? Show us that.
Yeah, let me grab that real quick.
Cool.
Oh, look at that display.
Dude, that wall is awesome.
Dude, when he was on Three Men and a Monkey Lizard,
Yeah.
that's what got my brain going that I needed to upgrade this. Because once I saw that and he showed me that, I was like, oh, it was like Inception. At that point, like it was just implanted in the brain. It wasn't going anywhere.
His modest collection.
His modest tour.
Yeah, his modest tour. That's what it was.
He's like, this will be my modest tour. And then we're in the solarium and we're in the East Wing. And then it just kept going and going. It's awesome. But that wall of Detox is what inspired me. Dude, I love the Haunted Mansion shirt.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. So the coolest thing that I opened today was the brand new NECA King Kong. This thing is absolutely awesome. I've been wanting to grab one of these for quite a while. And I'm glad I held off because they had 3 or 4 different versions of it up to this point. But this one it's got just about everything you could possibly want in a Kong figure. Just looks unbelievable.
Wow. That's cool.
Little metal chains here, so you broke out of the shackles. It comes with multiple heads. So 2 separate head sculpts, multiple hands, but one of the cool little underrated inclusions is this little biplane.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and
That's cool.
That little prop effect that it's got, so looks really good with photography. So I put this up on the on top of my Funko displays. I put Kong up there, and then I've got this hanging from the ceiling tile. So looks pretty cool all set up. But
dude, that took that to another level with the prop effect.
For real.
That, and if it had propellers on it, that would have been neat. But the fact that they look in motion, man, that is so cool. Did they come with a little stand on in case you didn't?
No, so there was no little stand, anything like that. So it's probably that or fishing line, I imagine, for the folks who are going to be doing some figure photography with it. But I got that open, and I thought for $30, it's a big, bulky figure, but 2 heads, 2 sets of extra hands, and the biplane. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
pretty reasonable.
That's really cool, man, dude. Yeah. What I really like is we all showed different types of figures. Yeah, I mean, that's really, really cool. So I want to welcome Monkey Jeeves. Thank you for joining us. And Dagoopa, thank you as well, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Let me see. We got Steve-O says Kong for the win. Yeah, it's tough to beat. I like my Electra, but that Kong was that plane and stuff. That's tough to beat, man, with those accessories.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Chris Red Ranger likes it too. Welcome, Francois.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Le Dude. Le Duderino. It just reminded me, I told a story tonight. I don't know how we got on the topic of French, but it just reminded me. We were talking about French hip hop. And so in high school, in my sophomore year, we had to translate a work of art into any type of movie or something, like scene from a movie, a song, whatever. It was supposed to be artistic, and you had to just translate it into French. And I did a Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre song. The teacher was not. Oh my gosh.
Nothing but a G thing.
Nothing but a G thing. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. People saying hi to each other.
You did that in French?
Yeah, I did it in French, dude. The whole song in French.
What are we doing with this stream for? Why aren't you dropping some French bars on us right now?
It's it opened up as un, deux, trois, et à la quatre. Snoop chien chien et à la messendre à la porte.
Nice.
Well done.
Thank you. Isn't that impressive?
Je parle petit français et très mal.
Oui. Moi aussi. Yeah, dude, that's all high school French. It's amazing what stays up there. You know what I mean?
Literally, that's all I've got.
For real.
What's up, Troy's Reviews? Yes, French hip hop. Yeah, you never know. You never know what's going to happen after 11 at night. It's ridiculous. All right, can I show you guys the current state of the nerdery, and then I'll show you my
Absolutely.
plans. All right, so I'm gonna turn. Well, I'll keep this as like a control screen. I'm gonna turn this one back on so you can see that portion of it, and then I'm gonna take this mode and put this one here. Okay, and then hang on, let me turn on the lights. We can see you best. All right, so, and then on here, I should be able to flip this camera, right? All right, did that work? Yeah, buddy. Yep. All right, cool. All right, so I'll give you guys just the rundown, and then we'll talk about the vision. So obviously it's basement, so there's their basement steps. I got Iron Man poster here. Sorry, there's not a lot of light. Iron Man poster here, and then there's no light for that. There's a James Bond poster there, and then that door, it leads to storage and all that. And then over here, I've got my movie screen and speakers. And then on the floor are the 4 new DTOFs. And then coming over here, we got Yoda with the candy bowl.
Nice.
And then I don't know if did you guys ever play that Disney Infinity?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. We have like 100 Disney Infinity like little characters. So someday I'd like to do something with them because they're actually really cool.
Yeah, the game's dead now.
Yeah. So I mean we kept it and we still have it, but it was a fantastic game and I love these figures, man. It's kept.
I had one Christmas where I had the wife buy me nothing but those. She still hates me for it.
So then I come over here. I have a shelf, and then here I keep a bunch of Legends just in box. Then I have a couple out of box, and then Shatterstar. Just Shatterstar. And then here's the couch where I sit and I watch the TV. And then they're nice. They're all remote controlled and they recline. I also collect Disney World blankets. Every time we go, I like to get a blanket.
You didn't bring that up on the show tonight,
dude. It was supposed to be 5, and I had to eliminate. I had like 9 things that I collect like that. I mean, it's kind of funny. And then I'm a cool guy. I collect like crochet blankets.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't. All right, so then over here is just a table with remotes and then a Casino Royale poster, and then I'm going to walk around this way. And then here I'll show you guys, we got, this is my favorite Roger Moore Bond movie, Moonraker. And then my favorite movie of all time,
Lebowski.
Big Lebowski. Oh, before I show you that, here's where I keep my storage. Sorry, there's not a ton of light over here. But here's where I keep my storage for accessories in all these little drawers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So then these are all like MCU figures here. Well, here, my girls are too old for this now. There's a dollhouse. And then over here.
Wait. They're too old for it?
Yeah.
I would be turning that thing into an X mansion in a heartbeat.
Dude, for real.
Oh, my God. Dude,
for my daughter's dollhouse.
Dude, oh my God, dude, that's actually a great idea.
No, Kyle Peterson. I'm not sure if you follow him at all. Sir Paul 64, I believe, on Twitter.
Oh my God, dude, you just blew my mind. That is an awesome idea.
He had a video where he did the same thing. He found this Fisher Price dollhouse that was like $40 or something off Marketplace and flipped it into an X mansion.
And then look at this room. This is like, thousands of dollars of American Girl stuff.
Oh my Lord.
And then that's a remote control American Girl doll car, but we keep it all in here because you know how it is. Like they're 16 and almost 13, so they still love it. But there's, they're going to come back to it, right? I mean, did
you have a hard time breaking them out of the cult of American Girl?
They just aged out of it, thankfully. So I let them collect Barbies. Like we have like hundreds of Barbies. So every Barbie variant we got. So I just, I kind of collected through them, even though it was stuff that they wanted. But we got a Barbie cruise ship and planes, and then over here is my Legos table. So we got Hogwarts, and this is a lot of the girls and stuff, and then I've just got like action figure overflow that I need to do something about all the way through here, and then here is action figure overflow.
Oh my lord!
And then all in here. Sorry, this is the low light part of the room, guys. But all in here are like all the black and red Black Series boxes. So all the like quite a few.
So what is it that makes you determine whether or not you're going to open something and whether or not you're going to like get one to rock and one to stock?
So here's a great example. So these carded, right? Anything that's like carded like this, I want two because I want one on the wall, and then and this one, I want to open. So thankfully I got two. And then you have these are all carded, right? So these are all for the wall. So all these Spideys, I got doubles of, some I just got one, but I wanted one of every single card in this line because they're all going to go like this. So I'm going to have the whole line as they go across. Nice. And then you got, like some you just open. I really wanted to open Carnor Jack, so I opened them. But these are so displayable. You can obviously open the figure and no one knows, right? So it's so cool. But what about you guys? How do you decide?
Well, lately, I just open them. I mean, for many years, I was buy one to open, one to, put up, and that just after years, that just got to be too much, So now I just get one. If I open it, or I don't, yeah.
There's some I buy to open, and then I get them, and I can't open them.
Right.
I think you can see from mine. I open almost everything. I think the only Black Series that I don't have opened right now are a Qui-Gon and a Mace Windu from the Phantom Menace carded, and then Mark Blue Harvest Vintage Toys sent me the Kenner colored Obi-Wan. Mm-hmm. And I am having a real hard time taking that off the card back.
Yep. The only reason I did, here I got them right here. I got them front and center. The only reason I did is because I got two.
I still absolutely. I just don't like that figure save for the head sculpt. The head sculpt's amazing, but like I just not for me. And ironically enough, I love the Greedo. The Greedo is amazing.
Yeah, the Greedo is amazing. Yep, I like it because it's like a combination of the two of the classic Kenner and then the modern Black Series. So I really liked it.
Hey, that's kind of why I love collecting, because there's so much diversity in what you can collect and what appeals to different people. And like just because I don't like something, I'm super happy for the people that are into that.
And I like watching like other people enjoy it, because then you still get to see this stuff. But like, so for example, that Age of Apocalypse 2 wave that came out this week, it's just not for me at all. But I ordered the Iceman because I wanted Iceman to go with Firestar and Spidey. So, but yeah, it just wasn't for me at all. But it's cool. I'm glad other people were excited.
Could you remove those spiky ice effects on him? Did they show that at all?
I don't know if you can or not. I'm sure someone could like customize it and shave it down. I'm not that good at that. All right, let me show you guys this setup, and then so up top here of the DTOF, I have the Heroes vendor from Comic-Con. So that's going to definitely come into play on top of the shelves. And then this top row right now is mainly Empire Strikes Back with a couple other. Basically, Obi-Wan just snuck in. But I wanted this whole shelf just to be Empire Strikes Back, and you got Luke fighting Vader. I got the bounty hunter scene minus Dengar, and then Piet looking up at them in disgust.
I love that you maximize like every square inch of those DTOFs.
I try to like that. I like to talk about like the planning being a lot of fun, but I I think like the planning and that challenge is a lot of fun. Is cramming as much as you can. And this is my Mando Empire Strikes Back display. So a couple pieces are out already because I was using them to take pictures and I just left them out. So, and then I got Empire Strikes Back in front. And there's Bo-Katan.
Oh, with the Darksaber. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it had to be. So, and that's what I got to decide now when I redo the display. Does she go in my Clone Wars display or my Mando display? I'm not sure.
You could pick up another one.
Yeah. Then it gets just ridiculous. But by the way, I love the 2 flame effects in the display.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool. And then here is my Solo display. Really underrated wave. Really, really underrated wave. Oh no, that Han Solo Mimbin is my favorite one of the wave too. It fell there. Dryden Voss is outstanding too. And then over here I have my Rogue One. So I thought like these were the Star Wars standalone movies, so they would go well together. And then down here are the castaways from the sequel trilogy. That obviously I don't collect a lot of that line, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But that Kylo Ren is really cool, and then that First Order Trooper is pretty sweet though.
Is that the Snow Trooper one?
Yeah, the Snow Trooper. Yeah, I got really in all those figures. I actually only got because they were in eBay lots, so they were just part of a lot. So that's why I had them. Although we did have 2 Rays that were my daughters because they collected. We've got probably I think it was something like 60 or 70 female Black Series and Legends figures that they collected over the years that I bought for them. So we do have like Ray, and we have 2 Rays and a Rose and stuff that are theirs. All right, so down here are like drawers that have like unopened figures in them. So I keep unopened Legends down here. And then I keep some more unopened Legends here, like this one.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, dude. I bought this 100% to open it, and I just have not been able to bring myself to do it. I'm having a hard time. Like, look at this. I've had this. Still haven't been able to open it. I've got some good unopened figures down here. And sorry, guys, I keep flipping. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, look at that. Deathlock.
So
Good
what do you
stuff.
do with them if you don't open them? You just leave them sitting there.
Yeah, and I just kind of come and look at them and pet them now and then. Be like, my precious. And then down here I have my Lego table. And again, this is normally I'm really like clean and tight, but since I've been moving stuff around and taking pictures and I knew the project was coming, I just left things up. But we got a Slave One, X-Wing. This is actually the Black Series, a Cloud Rider Mobile, which is going to look. I want to put that on top of DTOF because it's too big to be in a shelf. Mm-hmm. And then we got the Falcon Lego. We got Obi-Wan's ship.
That's such a cool one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Razor Crest. And then TIE Interceptor. And then we got the U-Wing from Rogue One. And then, because I'm a sucker for the cards, I do have some credit collection cards here as well. And then we get to this awesome wall, which was really one of my favorite parts of displays. You have my Empire Strikes Back poster. And then we have all the carded figures from the 40th just surrounding the poster.
Nice.
That's a beautiful collection.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoyed this aesthetic. And then that's me being an idiot, breaking my ceiling. But I really love the way that the poster looked.
Yep.
Let me back out, show you guys. But you know, this aesthetic to me, I thought was pretty neat. With the Legos, you got the lights underneath, and then it kind of emanates on the ceiling. And I just love the way the cards look with the poster. Although I wish there was one more card, so it would have been even. But that's okay.
I was gonna ask if you're missing. Are you missing one there, or is it just
no?
That number of figures?
Yeah, there were only 19 figures.
That bothers me.
I know it bothers me too. So up top here right now, I have 7 that are going above the poster. So what I am planning on doing is is made, or I'm sorry, there's 7. I'm planning on making it 9 that go across. So I want to add 1 on each side there so that I just have the carded figures going across, but they'll be my 9 favorite when I decide. But you can bet that Boba, Darth Vader, and my Lukes will be on that top row for sure. And then over here we got another Luke with a snow speeder. And then this is probably the display I think I've done the best work on, and I just call this my prequel trilogy display. So, and this is just whether it's Clone Wars or the movies, anything that was in the prequel trilogy is in this display. I mean, look at all this Jedi together. And my favorite part is I have this, I have Django flying outside of the display, battling Obi-Wan like they're on Geonosis.
Yeah, that's a good shelf.
Yeah, a lot of clones. I mean, a lot of Jedi. And look at all those lightsabers. Grievous is in the back. It's pretty cool. I like that. And then
Looks like it
here's
could
my...
be like a tribute movie poster almost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. A lot of fun. And that Grievous is so cool. Even in the back, he stands out.
Is he leaning against the back?
No, I have him standing up.
Oh, mine tips.
Yeah, he actually did pretty well. And then one of my other favorite parts is just Ahsoka with the Ahsoka clone trooper. And then the 2 Mandos in the background. I like that corner, how I had that there. And then down here is the Rebels. So, and then I threw Dr. Aphra in because she's in that time frame. But, and then I have Vader versus Ahsoka from the World Between Worlds as the highlight in the display. So each display, I try to have one highlight, like that's my highlight there, that just is telling the story versus, the rest of these that are all like posed, except for Zeb, because Zeb is like, he's about to, how he always like clonks a stormtrooper on their heads and knocks them out. So he's about to do that. But I love Rebels, and these figures are great. And then I threw Maul in there too.
Yeah. I wish we had a Robo Legs Maul to put with those.
Oh, dude, that's on my top 10 wish list is a Robo Legs Maul.
Yep.
All right. And then here, sorry, let me get on the other side of it. I actually just did a video on this one. I think a bunch of you guys saw it, but it's a gaming greats display. So, and then right in the middle is Cal versus Second Sister. And then I just threw in Kirkanos and Jackson because I thought, they fit in with it. And then, full disclosure, that is a Galaxy's Edge Mountain Trooper. But I think thematically it fit with the Gaming Greats figures. Definitely. And then this is an empty shelf, and I just have those 2 figures standing on it. So that's the full tour, man. This is the end of how this looks and the end of the era. And tomorrow we're gonna take it up a notch.
So you've got a lot of room, just like I've got a lot of room, but you've got kids, so like you haven't been able to maximize it. I have the luxury that I don't have children, so hence the reason my modest doors.
Yeah, you know what? The girls have had such a good life playing down here and having fun. So I'm glad that stuff's still out there and it doesn't bother me at all. So I actually
time to take it back, brother. Evict them. Take your basement back, sir.
I did, because if you look over here, I got it the wrong way. If you look over here, this, like where that DTOF was like the end of my space, and then everything else was their space. So like I've totally taken area back. All right, so I'm gonna switch.
I'm really jealous that you guys have basements.
Hey, it took me a long time to get a basement that I could actually set things up in. That's for years my collection sat in Rubbermaid bins and in various other basements that weren't finished. So that was one of the most important things when we were house shopping. Like I needed to have a finished basement because I spent so many years without my collection around me, and that's why now that I've got an opportunity to go in and actually do something with it, like I really take the time to try to get it right and show it off. So,
Dude, and
Yeah,
you,
I
you
mean,
did. I keep saying you got to do a channel, and just even if you only do a video, or you'd have to break it up in segments, but just do a channel and show us what you did on there, because people would be inspired by it and they can learn from it. You know, I think that would be amazing.
yeah,
that wall
I've got some stuff in
just,
work.
it's awesome, dude.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I mean, you already got your name, the Cap Cave.
Oh, I'm marketing that like crazy. I still have like 2 or 3 other projects that I got that I'm working on, like that I've got in the back of my mind. But like I've got like 2 more things I need to do to the wall, and then it's just as I buy stuff, I can start adding it. So I won't have any more major moves. This thing's almost done. So when that happens, then I'm going to start. I've got. I just ordered a Captain America shield from Cap and the Winter Soldier, and I sent it to a buddy on Twitter who has a YouTube channel who does 3D printing. He's actually going to be finishing it for me. So he's going to do a whole video where he's going to refinish it, make it look more or screen accurate.
Cool.
And I'm going to put it under a table that I refinished and put lights on it. So it'll be a coffee table with Cap shield right in the middle. It's going to look.
Oh my God.
Cool.
Once
Dude.
I get that done, then I'm going to do the video. And
Yes,
yeah.
I cannot wait. I cannot
be
wait,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, good.
Are you guys okay if I say hi to a couple people real quick?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, man.
It's your channel.
Yeah, dude, I've never done one before, so I appreciate it. All right, we got Aaron Drury. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Aaron.
That's really cool of you to hang out. People saying hi. It says buy an extra snow trooper and you'll have an even 20. Yeah, it's a good point. Put up a wall simulating a store rack that has everything. Pretty funny. People saying hi. Nice. Erin says her prequel shelf is becoming her favorite. Yeah, dude, I love the prequel shelf. I don't know. What do you guys think? Mine is still the original trilogy, but I really do love the prequel.
I'll say this in organizing mine. So I've got 6 Star Wars detolfs. So I broke them up by the eras. So prequel, OT, and then sequel, anything after. So like all my Mando. I've got a couple Rise of Skywalker shelves and stuff like that. OT is always going to have a special place in my heart, but posing the figures and getting everything set up, I think I'm close to agreeing with you that like not so much maybe the prequel movie stuff, but like all the Clone Wars stuff, all the clones and like those characters, I think I had more fun getting those situated the way that I wanted as opposed to OT.
Agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Let's see, Josh, welcome, Josh. Prequel figs are gorgeous. Dave's, he loves his prequel figure. I do too, man. But the prequel figures are also benefiting from what you said, like the Clone Wars stuff, because they get lumped in together, and I do think the Clone Wars has probably been their best execution. Sorry, Monkey Jeebus, you'll enjoy them all once you get them.
when I did
Black
mine,
Series has gotten better.
when I did mine, so I just redid the shelf within the last week because I went on that mega toy hunt and I got my first detolf for my helmets and to display my Ewok village. But I've got my Lego up top. I've got and everything before Episode 4 shelf. And then I've got the stuff that I got at Galaxy's Edge and my Funko Pops. Then I've got my original trilogy one with the vintage and the Black Series. And then down there, I've got everything else. So Rogue One, Solo, Mando, sequel trilogy. And then down below, I've got my art books, my Blu-rays, my VHS, some of my comics, and then my Qui-Gon hot toy.
Awesome.
What did you get when you went to Galaxy's Edge?
I built the purple droid.
Okay.
I got the Sabacc card set. I got a holocron with all the different crystal colors. I built that lightsaber right up front. I got the tiki mug, the Ewok tiki mug that was the Yub Nub drink.
Yeah.
And then I've got my Han Solo dice hanging in my car.
That's so cool.
Did you get the gift card?
They were out.
They were out
when I went. So
oh, that's a bummer.
I went March 7th and they closed, I think, or I went on the 8th or 9th and then they closed like a week later. So
Wow.
I barely squeaked in to go to Galaxy's Edge. So, yeah.
I want to say hi to Shabby.
3 of them.
What's up, Shabby?
Hey, Shabby.
Oh, the gift card. You got 3 of them?
Yeah, I got 3 of them. I said, you know what? I'm just going to take we made Galaxy's Edge one of our first days when we went down to Disney. And you can use them anywhere at any of the parks. So I just bought $300 worth of stuff because I was going to be using $300 over the course of the trip, and went pretty quick in Galaxy's Edge, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
you could do that in probably 10 minutes in Galaxy's Edge. We were supposed to go in April to Disneyland, and then we were going to go in June to Disney World. So we had Galaxy's Edge reservations in both places, and we were going to build droids at Disney World and then lightsabers at Disneyland. We still have those tickets, and I think we have to use them by this year. So we're going to go, and I'm going to build my lightsaber this year, and I might cry. I'm going to be so happy.
It's so cool. I
cannot
almost
wait.
shed a tear.
It was
Seriously,
really
man.
awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
My oldest son did it with me. And yeah, we both teared up. It was pretty awesome.
And I think too, just after waiting over a year, you know what I mean? And again, that's a first world problem that I had to wait. poor old man had to wait to build his lightsaber. But like, it's something I was looking forward to doing with my daughters, you know what I mean? And just like, guys our age grew up, we were babies when Star Wars came out, right? And so like, we've wanted to build a lightsaber our whole lives and have that, you know what I mean? So I think when it finally happens, it's going to be probably tremendously emotional. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm super excited.
I hear people complaining about the price tag, but man, like it was what, $180. It's a hefty lightsaber. It's a good quality product. It's definitely worth it. Plus the experience and everything that goes hand in hand with it. Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, if you were to buy like one of the legacy lightsabers at the store there, you're paying $175 or something anyways. So to be able to put it together and the experience, it's worth $200 easy.
Yeah.
So if you guys could buy any legacy lightsaber, what would you buy?
Return of the Jedi Luke.
Yeah, Jedi Luke probably.
I almost pulled the trigger when I was there, but shipping it was going to be the issue because I flew from Minnesota out there by myself, and I already spent way too much money, so I didn't.
Yeah,
I would take that dark
Obi-Wan
saber.
or Luke. The dark saber? Yeah, that was cool too. Josh likes the Shattered Star.
I really like Mace Windu's also. So
his is unique too. You know which one I like too was, even though I don't buy sequel trilogy stuff, was Leia's. I thought Leia's
saber
really
is beautiful.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, Mace Windu. Yeah, that's a cool one, man. And honestly, like I could see myself. It's like anything. Once I get one, I'm gonna want them all. You know, and then they're gonna see lightsabers like all the way down the wall.
Yeah. When I got to hold them all, I think the ones that felt best were the Return of the Jedi Luke and the Phantom Menace Obi-Wan. That was the other one that I was looking at.
You could almost just buy an extra one, flip it on one of the marketplaces somewhere, and help pay for part of your trip. And people will gladly pay it just because they can't get access to them any other way. So like I don't look at that as like necessarily scalping anything like that. If you're making a trip down there, like, and you can help put it in the hands of somebody who really wants it, who may not ever be able to make the trip down there, like that's just people helping people right there.
Yeah, exactly, man. So Shabby was asking, so for anyone who's joining us now, so this is the Nerdery 1.0 display with the 2D tops, the Empire Strikes Back retro cards, Legos behind me, poster, what have you. I had 4 new DTOFs arrive today, so I'm going to be assembling them this weekend. And so this is really just the last night that the display is going to look this way. And we're just honoring the toy gods tonight and being thankful for it, and excited to build a new one tomorrow. But it's when you have something like this that you like, and then you're going to totally change it. I just wanted to take tonight to honor it and remember, and have guys come on and give a tour of how it looks right now. So thanks for hanging out, Shabby.
He's going to light it on fire in a Viking funeral here in a
Viking
couple
funeral?
minutes. So really, this is all just really an elaborate insurance scam, so dude can really cake up that basement.
Viking funeral for it. I love it. Aaron would love a Leia saber. Yep. G4 says a Yoda saber. That would be cool too. See, that's why I think it's a slippery slope, man. I think once you get one, that's why I refuse to buy a helmet, because I feel if I get one helmet, I'm gonna try to buy them all.
Yeah, I just have the one. I got the Mandalorian, and I said that's it. I'm not going to let myself go down that road and end up with a bunch of them.
So I'm going to do a share screen now and show you kind of what I'm thinking. So give me a second.
Hashtag team spreadsheet.
Team spreadsheet. Can you guys see that?
Oh my goodness, I love it.
All right, let's see that come out. All right, I'm just flipping back the screen. Awesome. All right. So what I did here is I made 4 options for what's going to be right behind me, right? So basically I can fit 4 DTOFs like in between these two. I just have to move them like an inch or two that way. So what I'm looking at is I'll have that should actually be 9. Thanks. All right, so I got the 9 retro cards that'll be up on that top layer behind me. And then, so what I was thinking is I could have Marvel Legends figures on the left cabinet, all Star Wars in the middle, and then Marvel Legends comic figures in the right cabinet. It's kind of like a bookend of Marvel. And if I do that, then on this right side here, I could have all my Marvel cards, like instead of the Casino Royale poster. And then on this side, I would put all the Star Wars cards, even though it's MCU Legends. But I just thought that the comic cards would fit better with the comic Legends, and then these look like movie figures, so they'd go with the Star Wars. So that's option 1. Option 2 is the other one I'm real considering, because I have more Legends figures than I do Star Wars figures overall. So I was thinking maybe do 2 DTOFs worth of comic Legends, and then 1 DTOF of MCU, and then Star Wars. And so just having like a half and half. And then on this wall, then if I did it this way, I would do all of the carded figure, so the Clone Wars figures, the Phantom Menace cards, like all the carded stuff would go there. And then on this side, I would put all the carded Spidey figures. So those are the 2 I like the best. But then I also have this where I just do 2 Marvel on the left and then 4 Star Wars on the right. And then this one, which was just alternating every other. And then a team spreadsheet. So I'm kind of torn, like, because I go back between all of them. Like these 2 seem to be the most logical to do. But sometimes I think that would be cool to have every other one as well.
So the only thing I would say that you might want to think again about the every other one is if you're going to put your Heroes of Endor up top.
Yeah, that's true. That would
open it up a little bit, and it's going to infringe on some Marvel stuff.
That's a good call. So that's
Go ahead.
No, I would say that's the tentative game plan. So
yeah.
Any other? Which one would you guys do? What do you guys think?
I would do the 3 and 3. If you have that many Legends, if you only have 2, what happens to the rest of your open ones then?
Good point. So I actually have in my office, that's where all my Marvel figures are now. So I have one shelf that has quite a bit of height to it, and that's where I have a 90s X-Men poster, and then all my 90s X-Men, and then the whole other shelf is just any X-Men figure. And then the shelf above that is like Spidey and his friends, and then just other Marvel Legends figures like layered into it. Oh. So I could bring those down and do the 3 and 3. So that's why I'm thinking, like, if I just did the 2 and 2, I would leave one of those shelves intact, and then which would probably be the 90s X-Men one. But if I did 3 and 3, I would bring the 90s X-Men shelf down. So good question. Good question.
So I would
So
go
in
with that setup, and I would do for your comic Marvel Legends, I would do your similar to how I did with the X-Men Battle in the Brotherhood, like across two separate detolfs. And then you could do your Spider-Man versus like all the Spider family, you know, the bad guys for Spider-Man. Do those battling across on the next shelf, or however you want to prioritize them.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
So, but I'm so much more inclined to try to cram 37 figures just in one shelf and just try to show back, because yours is more minimalistic in terms of like, I think you've got like 10 figures in each cabinet, right? It's so, but I like that too. I think because then those figures stand out more where, you know, like I'm trying to maximize space.
Right.
Well, with the way that you tier things using all the space, though, I think you'd be okay with that. Just because it doesn't look as crammed. And if you have all those comic legends, that would be a pretty amazing site with all of the different, you know, the X-Men, the 90s X-Men, the Spider-Man stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Star Wars, were you thinking like a prequel and animation, an original trilogy, and then like a sequel trilogy and everything else on another one?
Yeah, so that's what I'm starting to conceptualize. I wouldn't have a sequel trilogy. If anything, like a sequel trilogy would just be like in a corner here, like for those figures. So, but yeah, like thinking through, like, you know, this could be Empire. So you basically have 6 that would be those movies, right? From Empire, you know, the sequel trilogy and then the prequel trilogy. So you would have 6 there. And then down here, I could have like Gaming Greats, Solo, and Rogue One, you know, just do some stuff like that. But then the problem is, so I start looking at like that. I really like Clone Wars as much as some of the other prequel figures. So then the challenge is, well, I want my own Empire display. I definitely want my own Return of the Jedi and A New Hope. And then I definitely, you know, I like the prequel trilogy display. So then maybe I separate one out into prequel trilogy and then one out into Clone Wars, and then just kind of start layering them from there.
I prioritized mine, so I did basically across the entire displays. For the most part, the top 2 shelves are like my favorite characters or favorite versions of those particular characters, regardless of where they fall within the timelines. And then the bottom 2 shelves in each cabinet, then I start doing stuff as far as like chronological or like groupings like that.
Yeah. Well, and so the other thing is, I don't know if you guys saw Mark at Super Awesome Geek Show, or Super Awesome Geek Show, John. He bought that Iron Legion set where you can put, I think, like 6 Iron Man figures in there, and it looks like a Hall of Armor.
Yeah.
So I grabbed one of those too because they were on sale, and I was thinking like I just want one DTOS shelf to be like the Hall of Armor in the back, and then it could be all my Iron Man figures. Yeah. So then my mind started spinning because most of my stuff is like based off of the movie, right? In that situation, but then I'm like, man, I could have like a whole Wolverine shelf because I got tons of Wolverine. You know what I mean? So it's there's so many ways you could do it, but the fun thing is whatever you do, you can redo it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that you can constantly go back and forth with it. David might already left. Thanks for coming out, David. So Gary's asking me, do I have cases for Spider-Man? I don't have cases for those. I probably should get them. But those cards are also pretty sturdy, though.
Those cards are excellent.
Yeah. Super sturdy. Aaron is saying sweet dreams. Acrylic fish tanks are good for dioramas. People sell them cheap. That's very true. I had a 90-gallon acrylic fish tank in our last house before we moved, and I sold that cheap.
What do you guys think about the backdrops?
That's a good idea.
That people
What's up, Left Coast Graphics? You know, I like them. I like them. I don't know if I want them though, but I like them. If that makes sense. What about you guys?
I don't know if
What's
you
up,
can
Left
see it.
Coast?
I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see, but I've got like the inside of a one of the droid ships behind on my prequel side, and I've got most of my villains over there.
Nice.
And that's just lightly taped to the back of that shelf. But that's the only like backdrop that I've gotten.
I think it's a cool idea, or it can be a cool idea.
Yeah.
I don't have any, but I've been looking at them.
Yeah, I think if I was just starting out, I might look at it. But once I got everything set up the way that I have it now, it just looks kind of uniform. So I don't like. I'd be nervous to put them back there, and if it would throw the vibe of the room off. Really pulls the room together.
Damn, I was about to say I kind of think it really pulls the room together.
Sorry, it's your show. I should have given it to you.
No, dude, I love that you got there first. I'm actually wearing my dude shirt tonight. One of my collectibles was t-shirts. So I do have my it says El Duderino on the bottom. It's one of my favorite shirts. We actually got cool. I love your Haunted Mansion shirt. That one's really cool. I have one too. Left Coast Graphics says, "Where do my vintage Kenner?" I don't have any. I had them as a kid, and they were all gone, so I don't have any. Do you guys have any of those too?
Those.
The Kenners, the old Kenners.
Yeah, those are.
Yeah.
I have like 65 of them left, roughly. I still have the Falcon, the Slave One, AT-AT, that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
They're put up in boxes. I don't have any room for them.
I've got the first 12, a complete first 12 down here. I think I've got, without duplicates, I've got like 31 or 32 of them, and then with duplicates, I've got over 40. So I've got a whole bunch of different Ewoks up here.
Nice.
And then there.
I'll show you this real quick.
Here, let me max your screen. Hang on.
I don't know if you guys.
Is it the Force Ghost Obi-Wan?
Some of you guys might remember these from way back, and the tape broke on it from being stuck in a box for forever. But
yes.
That's kind of cool that I still had the little
really cool
white shipper box with my address on it. You know, kind of neat.
That's so cool. Yeah, that toy box Hollow Armor was only 35. I think that's going to look really cool in the D-top. I was hoping 2 would fit, but it's like 3 inches too tall to stack one on top of the other.
Could you do a Hall of Armor on top of a D-top like you did with the Heroes of Endor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could. I wonder if I could do. Ooh, no, I don't have enough clearance.
Okay.
I don't think I could fit 2, but I can definitely fit 1 like in the D-top. So I'm going to have like 1 in the like on a shelf, and you'll have the 5 suits in the back, and then the 1 in the middle, and then you can place a couple on top, and then I'll have some other stuff around it. And then maybe if I get Iron Man villains, I can have a couple fighting the Iron Man villains.
Yeah, that Hall of Armor looks awesome. I just don't have that big of an affinity for Tony Stark and have enough figures to pull it off. But if I had a handful of them, that would probably be the route that I would go for trying to display them. Yep. It looked awesome when I saw it.
The planning is part of the fun, though. You know what I mean? So enjoy it. All right, just getting some other kind. Rock on, Brandon. He's working on collecting his last 12. Nice, Steve-O. Box is older than Brandon. That's funny. Emperor in the Shiver box. Nice, AJ. Very cool. So yeah, man, going back to here, I'm going to share that again. Now that I'm thinking through it, what I could do is I have the MCU Legends like here. So because I like how that sits next to the Star Wars, because they're both movie figures. And then what I could do is I could take my 90s X-Men poster and then just put it like right on the back of here and have those top 4 just be all 90s X-Men figures. That would look really cool. Or at least, or maybe just have these two top tiers be 90s X-Men figures and then go from there. There's just so many ways you can do it, man. I
So
think I'm
based
going to
on
go 3 and 3.
based on everything that you still have, like, are you opening up any of the stuff that you've got laying around to fill
Yeah.
the shelves with?
Yeah, actually, so what I'm going to do is I have a bunch of 90s X-Men figures that I have not been able to bring myself to open. So part of setting this up was I was going to open those up finally. So I got here. You guys want to see them? I'll show you a couple cool ones that I've been saving. Give me 1 second while I walk over. It's just
Shatterstar, we riot.
Well, everyone does Shatterstar, but I'll grab ones that I don't. I purposely have never put these on the board for the live unboxing because I knew there was no way I would ever do them. So I'll show you a couple of those. And where's the other one? Sorry, I got to move a few around over here. Yeah, they're there. Okay. So all these I'm about to bring over, I think if I bring that 90s X-Men poster down here and do it the way I'm thinking, maybe what I'll do is, I can do like a big, get all these unboxed and then add them to the display. The other ones I have upstairs that I haven't unboxed yet are, I'll show you right now. Let me grab her. I would have to unbox her and, this one too. Oh, I don't know if I could do this one. All right. So this would be, make them big screen. All right.
Oh.
So Toy Biz Sabretooth. And this is one of those Toy Biz that holds up. 100% holds up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I was gonna say it doesn't look that much different than the one that's in that
no. And look at that face. Dude, look at that face.
Yeah. I love the Toy Biz Legends.
Yeah, dude. I bought him to open and have not been able to do it at all. So, but I do think I would have to. I would if I do that, it might be time. All right, so here are the other ones. So Rogue, I just haven't opened her yet. I have 2 of them, so I don't mind. I'm going to open her.
That's a great one.
Yeah, dude, special figure. So, but I have that in card, and then all right. So here's some of the ones I've been saving. Got Bishop.
Nice.
Oh, this isn't 90s X-Men, but it is 90s X-Men. Sorry, Weapon X. All right, this one is exceptional. Omega Red.
Oh,
dude, isn't he awesome?
Cool.
Yeah. All right, now you guys see why I have a hard time opening some of these, and I do love Jubilee.
She's great.
So, I just need that Blue Beast, man. I hope they re-release it at some point or put it on a card or something because I need it. And then I'll have like all the main characters. But then look at this guy, Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Yeah, dude, he's beautiful. Like he's just so awesome. So I don't know, dude. But I think if I do it, I might as well go out and do it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If I'm gonna build it, but it's there is something about having these figures in box though. Like I really do enjoy. I still enjoy having them in box. I mean, like I go and I look at them and I check them out. So
I used to be that way. I can't do it anymore. I gotta have it in my hands. I gotta like take pictures of it. I gotta just mess around and do what it was intended to do originally. Breathe some life into it as opposed to just sitting there holding it in my hands in a plastic prison for all those years.
Yep.
Yeah. I know, like when you were showing me the retro cardback Spidey, I got that figure and I was playing with it and I was like, how does he not have that out of the box? Like that is the most articulated, cool Spider-Man figure I've played with, since I was a kid. And I was like, how does he have that in a box? But I get it.
I have the red suited one up in my Spidey display upstairs. So he's I have him resting on top of Kingpin, like he's like punching him, like he's sitting. So Kingpin's so big, I've got him literally just kind of like on his knees, like around his head, and he's got his fist up like he's punching Kingpin. Aaron says, "Beautiful Sabretooth." Thank you. Yeah, the figure's awesome. I actually found that figure on a work trip in Columbus at Big Fun, which is a toy store that every time I go to Columbus, I hit up. That's where I got I got 3 out of the 4 figures I needed in the Mojo build a figure wave for this. So tell me that shouldn't highlight a whole shelf though. That Mojo.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
I think this is the best Build-A-Figure I've ever seen.
I have zero connection to the character, but I will gladly doff my hat to it.
The only reason I like him is from the Mojo Vision episodes from 90s X-Men, because they're such good episodes. So that's why I got, where is he? I just saw him over here. I mean, long shot. Look at that mullet, by the way. I think it's epic. All right, let's see what else. Aaron needs that rogue. Good luck.
Yeah.
Drake, AJ needs that rogue.
No, actually I haven't, but
Yep, and dude, I 100% need I need that blue beast.
I need that
that's like the
Jubilee.
one I'm missing. You know, if I got my Jubilee out Big Bad Toy Store, like every now and then they get figures like that.
Yeah, at Jubilee, I just have missed it so many times, and in fact, I was bidding on one the other day. I was winning the auction, and I got a call from work, like an after hours call.
Yeah.
And I hung up the phone like the minute the auction was ending, and I got outbid by $1 and lost it.
Ugh.
I mean,
oh man,
that has happened 15 times now. I've lost it in the last 30 seconds.
You guys will be thrilled to hear that I got both of those figures on clearance at the same time for $14 at Target.
No way.
Yeah. Both the Blue Beast and Jubilee.
Wow.
Oh, I need that Blue Beast. The Blue Beast is so expensive now, though. I'm not doing it. You know, they have to re-release it at some point.
What's the old Hasbro
Sure.
Legend or the Toy Biz Legends one go for? Because that's a pretty
Not
decent
as
figure.
much. Here, let me pull it up.
I have had a really hard time finding some of those because I just started collecting in January. So pretty much everything you see has been since January. I had 6 Black Series before January, and now I have over 100. I didn't have
this past January. Good God, man!
Holy crap,
Dude,
man.
that escalated quickly.
I had like 5 Funko Pops, and now I've got over 40. I didn't have any vintage figures, and now I've got over 40.
Wow.
So here's the thing. I love the fact that you sat there and you said that you've got the original 12, right?
Yep.
So that's one thing where they put out the Black Series, the Vader with the special early bird kit to go along with it. And I wanted to display my Black Series in that, but I didn't really have a decent way to put that grouping together. And I don't think I have quite all of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got me in the mood where I'm thinking about going back and maybe collecting the vintage ones. But now that I'm thinking about it, I may try doing something different and 3D print all of the original 12, or at least like some representation of the original 12, and then collect them that way, just to have something that will actually go in my collection at this point.
That's a cool idea, man.
And I've gotten really lucky with it with the first 12. Jet's Toy Hut is a place that I looked up, and I got 3 or 4 of the first 12 off of that for a pretty good price. But then just going on and getting last second eBay bid or eBay auctions where they may not be in the best condition, but I don't expect that from 40-year-old figures.
Yeah.
So the first 12 I have complete. The other ones I don't mind if I have them complete or not. But I absolutely love it. Like I was born in 95, so I didn't have a connection with those.
That's the year I graduated high school.
Yeah, me too.
So I don't have the same connection with them, but I can look down at them and sit, like I respect the history of it, and to see where those ones come from to what they are now. Yeah, I think that's why I have them in my collection.
It's a neat evolution. Yeah. It does feel like Christmas morning. I am. I think I'm going to do the 3 and 3. I think I'm going to do the 3 and 3, and then I'm going to bring my 90s X-Men poster down, and I'm going to put it like right in between those top 2 rows, and then the top 2 shelves there will be 90s X-Men, and then the shelf right here will be this will all be MCU. So I think I'm going to do that. I think thinking this out has helped me to conceive that's the way to go. And then maybe I could just do another live stream where I unbox all these X-Men figures at once, like it is Christmas.
Yeah,
I might pass out from doing them all at the same time. So
sometimes it's fun to open like a whole bunch of them in like one sitting, you know.
I've done that before with like a wave, like if I've gotten a wave all at once, or I'll save a wave. Because like with Marvel Legends, to do a figure review, if you don't get it early, you're just gonna get lost in like a video like that. So that's where I just try to review the whole wave, and I'll open them all at once. But
yeah, I did.
But yeah, that is fun to open them all at once.
I did a live unboxing of all of the Clone Wars ones, and that was fun because people were like, "Don't do it," and I did it.
So everybody feels old now, Brandon. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
So Gary says, Brandon, have you switched out the yellow saber in the vintage Luke for Obi-Wan blue one?
I have not yet. I do have 2 Farm Boy Lukes, and I have multiple Obi-Wans, so I could do that. That's a good idea.
Oh my God, G-Force graduated college in '95. So I wanted to. We were asking about Blue Beast, so I'm gonna share the screen here real quick. Give me a sec. All right. So here are the Blue Beast Toy Biz. So
that's the 12-inch. Those big ones.
Oh, the icons. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this. Okay, cool. 25 is not bad.
Yeah, and it's a decent representation of the figure. It's definitely the head sculpt isn't as good, but it's fun.
That's not bad. I mean that's a decent supplement until they re-release one.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. 25, 10, so that's 35. Here, actually, let me do this. Let me do sort by lowest first. What is that thing? Oh, it's a
594.
Yeah, 25. So this would be the least expensive one.
If you want one, I've got an extra one hanging around. I'll send it your way.
No way. Really?
Yeah. What am I going to do with it? It's just sitting in a tote. I got my Blue Beast. I got my Hasbro. I'm good.
But dude, this one's not that bad though.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Yeah, that's not that bad at all. That's a cool one. All right, we solved the mystery. Do this. All right, cool. All right, guys. Anything else? It's 12:30. I mean, I have nothing else to do if you guys want to keep hanging out, but I don't want to like awkwardly keep you here if you don't want to be here. Anything else you guys want to talk about or look? I mean, we can look up stuff or.
So what are you going to do after the DTOFs? What's the next project?
Oh, good. So, all right. So I'm going to assemble the DTOFs. I am waiting to order lights because they're out of stock. So there's a channel called Jetta Patrol, and he did a review of these lights he got, and they're the most amazing lights I've seen for a DTOF. And they're actually made and designed for the DTOF, so it's all measured out exactly the specs of the DTOF, right down to the wires that run, and the wires are the same color as like the gray metal rods, the gray poles. So it all just blends in together, and then they come with a diffuser that sits them on an angle. So it just lights them up beautifully, and then they all tie in together to a control box. So do you guys want? I could show you the brand if you guys want to see it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I probably shouldn't show it to anyone because it's like impossible to get them. They keep selling out. Make it harder on myself. Let me find it. Nope. All right. What is it? Oh, it's the Luke light, I think. Wow, why is this hard to find?
Now, those aren't the ones that they sell at IKEA, right?
No, they're different.
Okay.
Hang on, let me go to this real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta find it.
Because I almost got the ones that they built for the Detolf at IKEA, but I decided against them.
I did too. Supposedly they're not very good. That's from what I was reading.
I have heard that they are not that bright, so
Yeah.
they don't get the job done as far as lighting your shelves appropriately.
And Josh, how many lights do you have in there? Is it just on top, or do you have them?
No, every
down?
single one of my shelf is lit. I wired mine all up with LED tape, and I 3D printed not a diffuser, but like a little slanted rail, so it pitches the light. It actually it points it down towards the center of the shelf as opposed to just pointing straight down. So
Right.
Yep.
And then did you solder all the lights together?
I did, yeah. So my experience, I've done a bunch of lighting projects prior to starting lighting up the Detolfs, and I was using non-solderless, like little clips with the LED tapes.
Yeah.
And I found that the connection that you would get from that was very, very touchy at times.
Yeah.
So you'd be across the room and you would just notice like slightest a flicker, and
Right.
you probably don't notice unless you're the person who wired it up. So every time it starts going off on you like that, it drives me nuts. So I finally my brother kept encouraging me to learn how to solder, and I just took the time to figure it out and do it right, and didn't look back. So it's a little bit cumbersome, but if you put in a little bit of work when you're first doing it and get it out of the way, the results speak for themselves.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Those little solderless contacts. I had the same problem.
Yeah.
If I looked at them weird, I swear they would start to do that little, Yeah, I didn't have any luck with those either. I mean, in theory, it was a good idea, and
Absolutely.
they clipped together nice, but it just didn't work.
Yeah.
All right, I finally found these lights. So it's called Luke Light, and I watched his review on these, and I was instantly sold as soon as I saw his review. So I'll show you actually, it's probably best if I just
literally like the same thing I'm doing. It's hilarious.
Yep. So you have a diffuser, and you could have a clear or diffuse cover. So I'm going to do the diffuse cover, and then it does come in the yellow or the white light. I don't want the yellow light. And then everything, like I was saying, is just pre-fitted for a Detolf. So, but they are constantly sold out. And then you have a hub here, but for me, this was what really sold it on here, was just having it be able to be angled, like Josh was saying, so that it's hitting in the middle of the display, and then the diffuser on there for the light.
Do you have any electrical experience? Would you feel comfortable trying to solder?
I have no. That's why this spoke to me, because I have
Gotcha.
no equipment, nor have I ever done it. So, you know what I mean? That's where what I really like about this is it's measured out, and it's just made for it. And then, it makes it super simple. So
nice.
I wish I had those skills or equipment, but I don't. I don't know how to do any of that kind of stuff.
Well, I've been looking. So some of the other things that I've run lighting for, I've actually gone to Home Depot and I've just bought like Cove molding. So if you were gonna just put molding around the edges of your floor or a top rail somewhere like that, just Cove molding. If you cut it to the right size, you can put the LED tape on the inside of it, and it will hide from behind. It will take that glare off, so you're not looking directly at it, and you can tape them to like in the inside angle, so it then accomplishes the same thing as what my setup is doing by just pitching it more at the middle of the shelf. So if anybody's looking for inexpensive ways and you don't have a 3D printer, if you're trying to get that type of look, you could probably get away with it with that molding.
Yeah, see, you're so much more handy than I am. I'm good at spreadsheets. I don't have that skill set.
Hilarious.
Left Coast is asking about where you're going to put your Razor Crest. So I did not order one, but did any of you guys order the Razor Crest?
I did.
AJ, where you going to put yours?
No idea. One thing with it, they said you can display it with only one wing on, basically, because it is 20 inches wide. So my
really?
top
Wow.
shelf up there is, I think it's 12 inches. And, I had the two gunships up there, and I don't have the other wing on them either.
Right.
So I'm guessing that, I'll do the Razor Crest the same way.
The good thing, AJ, is if it falls from up there, you can just leave it on the floor as is, and you can just recreate the scene when it got blown up.
Right. For sure.
Are they gonna Star Trek? Are they gonna Star Trek us? Where then you have like the Razor Crest A? They're just rebuilt, same ship.
I hope not. I wish I had bought more than one.
Yeah, they're going to be
really just so I could sell a second one. If you look at how much like the Jabba sail barge goes for,
it's crazy.
$2,000 is the average price on that now.
I did order the Sentinel though, so I'm really excited to get that Sentinel, man. That thing is going to be awesome with the different heads, and you got the little Sentinel figures, and you got the arm, the claw or the arm, that extending arm, what have you. I cannot wait for that.
And that thing is humongous too.
Yeah, I think it's 26 inches.
Yeah.
When they dropped that, I was like, "There's no way I could possibly spend that much money on that figure." And after seeing it, I'm kicking myself for not putting in an order. So, dude, Galactus hits. Like, I'm going to be day one. I'm ordering Galactus. I've already set up my Fantastic Four DTOF to where it should be just the right size to where I can position Galactus outside like he's trying to get to him from outside of the DTOF. So I need that in my life.
I haven't done it. I haven't done any HasLab, but I have fallen into the Hot Toy and Sideshow.
Oh, dude. All right.
So
oh,
good.
my God. Hang on. You got to get the big screen for that. Oh, yeah, definitely not me. You.
What is that? What are they calling that? The Mythos line or whatever?
This isn't the Mythos one. The
so
Mythos
cool.
is more the statue, but you can see his clone armor there, and gaffy sticks and the blasters, and he comes with Qui-Gon's lightsaber, Anakin's lightsaber, and his lightsaber. Those little goggles go on his face, and I'm guessing they're thermal. They're a little bit this is a Sideshow one, and it's different than the Hot Toys because it is like a cylinder, so it pops off easier. But it is just, they're absolutely amazing. And
is it posable?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can even, the backpack is kind of hard to take off, but yeah, I can.
Do you mind if I ask how much do those run?
So I had a $25 off and then shipping, but this one was $240. And then you can do payment plans multiple different ways for them. So I have a Qui-Gon Jinn back there in his Phantom Menace right before he faces off against Maul. But they come with so much stuff. Like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan didn't come with different heads, but most of the Hot Toys do come with different heads. There's like 5 different pairs of hands. The Qui-Gon comes with like the Comtech, a little holograph thing with Yoda, Mace Windu, and the Nubian ship. It comes with a Tatooine poncho. Like at first I was like freaking out about the price of them, but now that I've held them and they come with nice stands, and just the quality of it all. Like,
Come on, Brandon, finish the thought. I didn't want to spend it, but now that I've got it in hand, I've got 3 more in my cart ready to go.
Okay, so they recently canceled or they didn't cancel. They were going to postpone my R2D2 until like November or December. So I just canceled it. It was only a $16 deposit, but I've got my Qui-Gon, I've got this sideshow, and then I've got Clone Wars Ahsoka, Clone Wars Maul, this Hot Toy Anakin, all on pre-order.
Wow.
They'll look great.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I always wanted to get into those, just, the cost of it. And I had figured 20 years ago, by the time I'm 40, I won't be buying, 3 3/4 figures or 6-inch figures. I will have transitioned to Hot Toys and Sideshow.
Yeah.
But it never happened.
Yeah. So if I can share my screen here quick.
Oh yeah. Hang on. So how do I let you share a screen?
1 second here. I'll share screen.
Okay, and then I just make that add stream. Nice.
Yeah. So let's take this figure.
Oh.
Okay, and it says 260.
This is dangerous, Bren.
This
dangerous.
You can do Affirm or Klarna and stuff like that. So like you could do $86 for 3 months. You could do $45 for 6 months, or you could do $23 for 12 months. And that's
some high interest, man. Wow.
Well, it's not actually that bad when you think about it. Like it's $260, and then you end up paying just $21 extra over a year. And they ship
layaway,
it,
baby. Just like layaway.
Well, they ship it to you right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
There's that option.
Want to say hi to Gary. Sorry, Brian. Want to say hi to Gary, whose wife is going to freak out when the Razor Crest turns up.
And then there's this option where you can pay in like 2 or 3, and then they ship it to you after it's all paid. So there's also that one.
That's really cool having those options.
So there are options.
I have looked at it. I wish I had gotten like Fives and Echo, the ARC Trooper versions they had, and just, a lot of them are super cool. I don't know. I just never did it. Or the Mandalorian. I mean, that would be awesome to have too.
Yeah.
When they announced that the Mandalorian version of Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka, that was the one. Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm gonna treat myself like the way I'm looking at a hot toy for me, because I would really only be able to have like a handful of these. But I would say it would have to be like the definitive version of that particular character. So I went in, had it in my cart, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was messing around with those payment installments. And then as I'm getting ready to check out, I see the Captain America, the worthy Captain America, and I was like, oh, but how can I justify getting Ahsoka, but I can't get Cap? So I'm looking at adding Cap to the cart, and then before you know it, those $80 installments, now you're back up to $160 every month, and it's like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That worthy Cap is
so good.
Cool too, dude.
Dude, he's got the little his hand has the little Peggy Carter locket in it. It's just like, oh. And then they give you so many accessories that you're like, well, if I had like 2 or 3 other bodies, at least I could do all the displays and pose them the way that I wanted to, featuring all the accessories. But yeah, anybody who's got that, good luck, man. Holy smokes.
I really, speaking of worthy Cap, I hope at some point they do re-release the worthy Cap broadly, because that's one I missed out on because it's a Walmart exclusive, and it's just $80 to $100 now, so there's no way I'm paying for it. I would love to have a worthy Cap.
Yeah, me too.
I bought and sold off like 6 of those when they were out. I had them in my hand so many times. If I'd have known you were looking for them.
It's
Well,
luck of the
for
draw
me
sometimes.
with Marvel Legends, I just really got back into it this year. The X-Men, Rogue was, when I saw this one, I was like, all right, you know what? I guess I'm going to start getting Marvel Legends again.
Yeah.
So for me
They've
to
been
track
killing
down
it the last
those
year and a
older
half.
figures, I mean, they're expensive.
They are expensive. Before the Rogue re-release, that was another $80 to $100 figure. Jubilee was super expensive too.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Gambit was interesting because I got Gambit for like $13 or $14 off Amazon, and then a month later he was like 40. It's crazy. Just like totally.
It still doesn't make any sense, because you can be swimming in them in certain areas in the country, and then other people haven't seen new figures on the peg forever. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I've never understood how that works.
Yeah.
Well, when I was in Philly, I stopped at one in Delaware and then two in like around King of Prussia area where I was staying, and the first two had a bunch of figures and Marvel Legends figures. No one had any Star Wars. And then it was finally the 13th Target I stopped at. I found the whole Clone Wars wave was there, and there were multiple figures. So it's just amazing how some places have no figures, and then that place it was 5 deep of every single figure.
That's crazy.
I was so happy when I saw it too. Finally.
Yeah, I still haven't seen them actually on the shelf anywhere. Those Clone Wars. I had to ask the employees to go get them for me.
Yeah, I don't understand why they make it so hard.
Yeah.
And
what's up, Crazy 8? It says Brandon went down the rabbit hole. Yes, he did. Now you're gonna have to get a display for those, man. So if you have a hot toy, do you put that in in its own DTOF shelf, or do you have maybe 2 or 3 in there?
So when I get Clone Wars, Ahsoka, and Maul, I'll probably do those together, and then
that'd be so cool.
And then I might rotate it so Ahsoka and Anakin are standing next to each other every once in a while, and then even though it's not the right Maul, I'll have Maul with Qui-Gon. And then this one will probably just be on its own unless I want to do Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon all standing next to each other in, different, stages of their lives. But
that's a cool idea too, man.
Yeah, because
I kind of like how their lives are intertwined too. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite parts of the Star Wars mythos is Obi-Wan and Maul.
Yeah.
I actually think if you recut the Clone Wars and just made everything involving Maul and Mandalore, that would be an incredible it'd probably be enough to have a trilogy worth of a movie, almost, or at least 2 movies if you cut all those. But I think that's some of the best storytelling in all of Star Wars.
Yeah. And if this,
go ahead. No,
I was going to say, if this Obi-Wan was a little bit older, it would be great for that Maul versus Obi-Wan scene. I mean, I'm still going to take pictures of it when I have them together. But
that's pretty funny. It's the Leia one. You got Hot Toys need a DTOF for sure. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Yeah, I haven't pulled the trigger. The one I saw today, I don't think it's a hot toy, but did you guys see the $250 Hulkbuster?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That thing looks incredible.
That's in scale with Legends, isn't it?
Yeah,
I saw that it was 1/12 scale.
Yeah. It was $250 though, but that thing looked incredible.
John Joker has the Sideshow and the Hot Toy one. The Hot Toy one is still in the box, and the Sideshow one is the one that he has on display. And the Sideshow one is the size of his torso. It is
no way.
Yeah, I'll get the measurements quick, but the Sideshow one is huge.
Sideshow did an excellent video where they were or no, Adam Savage's Tested did a whole photo shoot with that Hulkbuster with the Tony Stark inside of another Iron Man suit inside of the Hulkbuster. It was incredible.
Oh, that's cool. Find a secondhand table with a round top and paint it like a landing pad. That's a really cool idea. Wants the OG Armor Mando.
So this one is the.
All right, let me share. Add to stream. Oh my God, $824.
Jeez.
Holy cow.
Wow.
So there's an Iron Man within it. Yep. It's all sold out now. But this is different than the one that he has. But
does the Iron Man fully eject out of him?
That's what I'm clicking through to figure out. Why are there so many pictures? Oh, there's only 5 pictures.
Yeah.
But you can. Why is it a different picture? It's like the size of his torso. Like that's.
Does it in fact come with the extra Tony Stark? Because I thought that might have been sold separately.
Features. Let's see. That's 43 bust inside. So I'm guessing it's not.
Dude, that's still crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, as cool as that is, I just don't think I can spend with tax, over $900.
Yeah, I told you. It's going to be over $1,000 if you want it to look like that.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know, dude. That just seems excessive.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Well, yeah.
I mean, you really got to love you some Hulkbuster to pony that.
There's the.
Jeez, wow.
Good.
I mean, you can buy a used car for that
It's
amount.
amazing. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it was awesome when the first time I saw that movie and you're watching Hulk fight the Hulkbuster, right? I mean, that's like what dreams are made of, but it's
Right.
not $1,000 school.
No,
me.
and I could never spend that much on one thing.
It's really cool, though. I mean, that is super cool. I'd like someone to get it and I can go admire it at their place.
Right.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which video that show, the Hot Toy show that Mark has started doing with me, or that I've started doing with Mark. John Joker showed off his sideshow one and then the box for the other one. So I don't know if I can find a clip for it and show you guys, but it is huge and it's like almost 20 pounds for the figure.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I want to say, everyone watching, if you haven't, please check out AJ's and Brandon's YouTube channel. Give them a subscribe and lots of likes, and then be ready to subscribe to Josh's, which will be, I'm sure, Captain America. Once he's ready to go here, hopefully soon, man. But always support the community and especially these guys. They're good dudes. Really cool just hopping on at short notice. And again, just want to thank everyone. This nice send off to the Nerdery 1.0. And next time you guys see it, it's going to look totally different, which is going to be really cool. But thanks everyone for coming on to celebrate the end of an era, to honor the toy gods. And then it was fun thinking out strategy and ideas, and I got some great ideas from this chat, and it's going to make the display even better. But I think I've talked myself into bringing the X-Men down here. I think it's going to happen, so we'll see. But the challenge is, if I have 2 that are comic and then 1 that's MCU, I also have my Spidey display that I kind of feel is a top shelf worthy too. So if I do 90s X-Men, I can really only take, I guess, the 1 shelf for it to be top row. And then what do I do when the Sentinel comes? Because that thing is huge.
That won't fit on a shelf, will it?
Mm-mm.
I think if I took a glass shelf off, it would fit.
Yeah.
Because each shelf is 16, I think.
That Oh, never mind.
What?
I was gonna say, if you took it off and you had it underneath where it would look like he was like trying to like get to him from underneath, that would be fun to experiment with.
It could be fun because you could have him crawling all over him, like
Yeah.
all the figures positioned, crawling all over him, and then you could get some of the clear wire and have Storm and Rogue flying and some other stuff like that. That could be a lot of fun, man. It's a good problem to have when that shows up. So, but it's almost 1, so probably should go to sleep soon. But again, I just want to thank you guys for hopping on. Thank you for hanging out. And,
Sure.
This was much more fun than I was just going to do a video. So thank you guys. This was way more fun to hang out and have you guys on. So, and again, everyone, please check out YouTube channels, Apprentice Ewok, Dreg's Cat, Brandon, and AJ, and be ready for Josh's coming soon. Anything else, guys?
No. Thanks for the invite.
Good to hang out.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
And
Appreciate it.
thanks to everyone watching and just again, this was spur of the moment. So thank you guys so much, man. That was really cool and appreciate hanging out with all you guys. And hope everyone has a great weekend. And if you're in the States, have a great Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy the extra day off for all of us, which is much needed.
Definitely.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Sweet dreams, everybody.
All
Yeah.
right, see y'all.
Wakanda forever.
All right.